This is you can follow me on Instagram, eBaby versus Erica. We're here to connect, network with everybody. You know, it's a live podcast, and we're gonna get into the cast to see what everybody got going on. Me, I'm here from Milwaukee. Atlanta has been my new home. I've done fashion shows. I've been on reality shows. And we're here doing podcasts. So we're going to check the vibe on everybody in the audience. And our panelists are very beautiful. You know what I mean? Everybody's smiling, looking good. So we're going to get into the first person right here. And let's just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
A singer, songwriter, producer. I owned a recording studio in Atlanta for about 9 years now. I'm into acquisition of intellectual property. Always looking for good content creation. And my name is Federo. So just here to build with everybody and add value to people who need value. That's me.
Get it. It's fire.
Hey everybody, I'm Candace. That's Candace on Instagram. I am an author, a motivational speaker, and an entrepreneur, and I'm just here to network and share some jewels with you guys today.
All right, boss man.
All right, my name is C, real name Clinton Orlando. Entrepreneur, out here trying to make it, trying to make things happen. And it's all about connecting and making sure we bringing our black people together. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
I'm Liz. I'm a corporate thug. I work a 9 to 5. So I'm here just to soak up all the energy.
That's what's up.
That's lit.
What's up? Okay, so today we're going to get into personal and business. You know what I mean? So that's what the topic is about. So basically, I mean, do you mix personal with business, right? Or like, what's your perspective on that? You know what I mean? Like, even if it has to do with like friends, family, relationships, you know, like, how you feel about it?
If I could answer one question to like the audience, me and the young lady were over here, as far as like business in Atlanta, what do you guys think is more important, like motivation or like consistency? Because I think that one of the problems that we have is we don't understand, like a lot of people I meet are like solopreneurs. So they're running their business by themselves. They hustle. They have all of these different businesses. And you might not be able to give energy to one thing, or we're just trying to find the hottest idea. So what do you guys think is more important, like consistency or motivation?
Consistency.
I'm gonna go with consistency also.
Why you say?
I'm gonna say consistency is a hard thing to do.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, there's the opposite side of that, Playboy. You know, you my boy.
Yeah.
Procrastination is the place.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's get to this, man. Let's do this, man. Let's go and get it out. Procrastination. Okay. Can we rewind that? Y'all can start it over. We can do that. I'm saying, let me be ready, bro. Like, let's make it real, though. When it come to major, man, you ain't major till you major.
That's right. So you were speaking about procrastination, like, in what manner do you think? Because we meet a lot of people who got like 1,000 hustles, right? So
correct.
like, how is it important to be able to? And I'm with you. I think the consistency is hard to do, but how do we know an idea is going to work and how to get so much energy
Your
into
microphone.
ideas?
Your microphone.
Yeah. So how do we know? Like, how do we avoid from procrastination? How do we develop those beliefs and that idea to see it through? You feel me?
I think the only way you see it through is stay motivated. And then which on the other side is what? You got procrastination, and then you got what? Consistency.
Right.
Which I can't spell.
Right.
But I need it. Right?
Right.
But consistency means that everything that you believe in will work no matter what it is. So when you don't procrastinate,
Right.
your consistency becomes that.
Okay.
So when you do that, if you don't be consistent with everything that you believe in your life and you procrastinate on it, then you got more on your table.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
If it makes sense, let me get an amen.
Amen.
That's the same situation, and that's just how it gotta work.
I was gonna say, when he asked me the question, I said consistency is more important than motivation, because if you're consistent in something, if I get up every day and I know this is my goal and I'm gonna get up every day and go towards my goal, the more consistent I am, I'll begin to motivate myself, because in consistency you build confidence.
Absolutely.
Confidence gives you the motivation to complete the task. But I could be motivated all day. I could hype myself up in the mirror. Oh, girl, you got it, you got it. And if I don't go do the work consistently, I'm not going to get the result.
Okay.
How do you beat the distractions though? Like, because it's easy to say that in retrospect, right? We saying, okay, yeah, be consistent. We're gonna be lit, right? We're gonna be fucking lit, and we're gonna be consistent. But we have all of these distractions. We got social media. We got our personal lives. We dating. We trying to find
that's where
somebody.
Discipline comes in.
There you go.
gotta be
Discipline,
disciplined,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you have
If you
something
want
that
it bad
you're
enough.
pursuing and
Right.
something that you really want to do, you gotta discipline yourself to stay consistent in that path.
Right,
So
right,
that's when
right.
consistency gonna come in play too. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So you gotta have key core values like discipline, consistency. You know what I'm saying? And
Determination.
everything. You know what I
Because
mean?
if you determined enough, you're not going to stop. You
Yeah.
gonna
Let me
keep up.
speak on
So
consistency. Let me speak on consistency for a minute, because consistency is not something that consistency is something that we do anyway. Like you breathe in and breathe out consistently, right?
Mhm.
So consistency is something that we do anyway, even if we fuck up. We can fuck up consistently. So consistency is not something that you need to focus on as much as what motivates you to be consistent about a particular thing,
I like that perspective.
right?
That's deep. That's deep.
Perspective.
Preach. Preach.
So when we say motivation is the movement in that which we're consistent about, right? Fellas, if you consistent about dreaming about a female and y'all may have rendezvoused, then you're going to
In what kind of way?
And you're going to,
May have.
You're going to be consistent in
Use an
regards to the,
example.
right, yeah, and I don't want to give examples, but we all know what we're talking about. So my
That's right.
point that I'm making is that motivation, what motivates you, right? So you can be moved, the act of being, you can be moved and be consistent in the thing that you're motivated with. Like a lot of us get up in the morning and say, we gotta go to work, we gotta go to work, we gotta go to work. And we have those badass days at work. Then some of us get up and say, I get to go to work. I get to go to work. I get to go to work. While everybody else having pissy days, our day is A1.
Yeah.
Right? Because consistency, because we're consistently doing, remember, it takes 21 days to form a habit, right? So if it takes 21 days to form a habit, all you have to do is be consistent in 21 days, and the motivation in and of itself will be given. You will automatically be motivated to do the thing that you are, I take that back, not to do, but to be the thing that you are. Remember, we're human beings, not human doings. So it matters what you be. So when we talk about motivation and we talk about consistency, it's this type of shit. Right? So you gather yourself around individuals who are in same mind and same spirit and same vibe. I think there's a quote that says that where two or three touch and agree, I'll be in the midst. I believe that's some type of quote from the Bible, right?
Amen.
It's in the text, right? So it's just talking about energy and how energy reshapes itself.
Right.
So we're in a energy, like right now we could be doing whatever. And y'all see we got spirits on the table.
That's
However,
right.
We're invoking a particular spirit of entrepreneurship, ownership,
Yeah. Community coming
community,
together.
right?
Mhm.
Something that we've been lacking. So I urge everybody to just, and again, this is not the way it is. This is just a way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Good.
So
That's real.
So consistency, yes, we're consistent in whatever we do. We put one foot in front of the other to walk, but motivating each other, because that's the whole premise of why we're all here. I was motivated to come here,
For sure.
right?
For sure.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
hold
consistent.
on. Let them do
Talk that shit.
Who next?
That was dope.
So even with that, right? So even with the motivation and everything, you have to understand your why, because everybody's not going to be around you at all times. So understanding your why and your reason for doing it is going to keep you motivated. So it's like the root cause of everything that you do.
I agree.
It's true.
So there's a lot of successful entrepreneurs in the place. I think that we can if we can get the blueprint, what have some of the entrepreneurs in the building, or either people who are successful in what they do, what have you guys done to stay motivated to get to those steps into success? Like, what have you done?
Well, shit, I'll go ahead and tell you my motivation right here, man. It's being broke. Not wanting to go back to that ever again. For real. That's first and foremost. Knowing what it feel like to wake up, not have no money in your pocket. Knowing what it feel like to ask your mom, hey, can I get $5 on gas?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing what it feels like to go to the club and having to stand in the free line. You know what I'm saying? On the east side. Club prime time. Knowing what that shit felt like. Hell yeah, way far back. Knowing what it felt like. So I said at the end of the day, man, I never want to go back to that. And I always keep that in the forefront of my mind. That way I remain successful and adamant about waking up. Even though I feel like since I work for myself, I be like, damn, that be shit I don't even want to do half the time. But due to the fact that I say, you know what, I don't want to work for nobody else and I want to have it any other way, that's motivation enough for me to wake up and get off my lazy ass and do the work. You know what I'm saying? For real. Hey.
What made you want to be more of an entrepreneur? Like, what shifted your mindset from being more of like doing like a 9 to 5 versus just having to have that motivation, that consistency to do your own thing?
Well, what it was I've always been an entrepreneur and always had my foot one door in somebody else's job as well. And my homeboy said, hey, man, you afraid to step out on faith and believe in God that things are going to work out to your favor. And also, you got to believe in yourself more than you believe in this job, because at the end of the day, you're going to pay yourself more what you're worth than anything this job can pay you. See what I'm saying? The job might pay you $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever the case is. I said, you know what? I'm going to go out and get it because I know I'm going to give myself what I'm owed.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my 40 acres and a mule. I want it all. Yeah. T-shirts, socks, and drawers.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it. You feel me? Yeah. So that's all it was. That was the motivation for me. And to take take as many people along with me as I can for the ride. Because I don't want to be the type of person that if I know the knowledge and I got the key to success, I'm going to hold on to it for myself. What point does that do? Right. So I'm saying I'm going to take as many people with me as I possibly can, put you on, that way you can put somebody else on. And you put somebody else on top of that. Like, shit, when I die, I can't take it all with me. Yeah. So you got to share the wealth.
I mean,
for real.
That's so dope to have events like this, you know, Friendsgiving and having people in the same room, you know what I mean, that has different perspectives on certain things, because you just opened up my eyes up different to how I felt about it, you know, just to hear, and it made sense. You know, some people just be talking just to talk, but everything that you said, it hit me different because I never thought about it like that. Yeah. So just to have everybody in the room having different perspectives and everything like that, but to get back to the business and the personal side, right? So if we're talking about like you having your own business and you have like family members or you got a significant other or something like that, do you mix business with personal, or like how do you separate the two? How do you balance the two? Anybody?
I think doing business with family depends on the family member. Whoever you're working with, they have to have the same why or the same goal or the same mindset as you. If you're working with a family member who just wants a handout, or like, hey, I don't want to work for the man, so I'm going to slide up under you and want to work with you, a lot of times those situations don't work out. I've been in that situation of starting my company, having a family member right along with me, and I'm doing all the work. I fired him. Like, you know what? You got to go. But then you'll meet strangers who will come and say, you know what, I see the vision, I'm gonna put the work in. So I don't think it's a matter of it being a family member or a friend. It's who really wants to do the work, who really sees the vision. Because if this is my business, this is my baby, and you don't want to feed my baby when I let you babysit, you can't be part of it, you know. But I think as far as relationships in business, for me personally, in order for me to really go to my next level, I stopped dating for the last year. Like, just focusing on, okay, I have these 3 businesses. These are my babies, but this is something I really want to do. I'm now a published author. For me to be able to write my book, start doing my motivational speeches, do everything, I had to keep my energy to myself and not date at all and just focus. So now that I'm closer to where I want to be, I'm entertaining a little bit. Like, okay, I might need a date, but I feel like sometimes you have to sacrifice.
All the women, this is now this starting to be a women thing.
No.
Hell no.
That's just my personal story of what I had to do.
So now everybody's finna break up tonight.
No.
No, you have to have humor. This is what this all this podcast about. Let's not make it real goofy. Let's make it real. When you fuck with a nigga like my nigga, let's make it real.
That's real.
Let's make it spicy. Let's get to the nitty fucking gritty, man.